Hi, good morning. We're going to do a little warm-up exercise today for about half an hour or so with some warm-up exercises, a flow through our sun salutations and a few poses, and then we will cool down and do a savasana relaxation at the end. So thanks for joining me. Let's get started. First of all, you need to warm up. So can you get yourself in a nice cross-legged position, nice and comfortable, head up to the sky. Remember there's that string that's holding you up nice and tall. Hands just rested on your knees. And we're just going to start off by taking a few deep breaths in and out through our nose. You can close your eyes down as you do this, especially if you're half asleep still. Okay, let's on the next breath in, take a big breath in, arms up to the sky, and we're going to reach forward as far as we can go. That can be right up here, it can be down here, whatever's good for you. Just stretching out your shoulders, doming your back a bit. I'm going to stay here for 3 breaths. After your 3rd breath, let's creep our hands over to the right hand side. Got this one on top, and you should feel a big stretch down the long side here. I'm going to stay here for 3 breaths as well. Make sure both your sitting bones are still on the mat. You're not leaning over. And once you've done your 3 breaths there, we're going to crawl all the way over to the other side, hands on top, big stretch down the side. To the middle, and you're going to roll yourself up to the top. Let's do some shoulder rolls here. 5 going backwards and 5 forwards. Today we're going to do some little seated cat-cow poses as well. So like we normally do on all 4s, we're going to do it sitting. So can you reach your arms up and open your chest out. So you're cactusing your arms to the side, your chest and your head are up, and you're kind of leaning your arms back behind you a little bit, like a little back bend. And then we're going to breathe out and lean forward. So you're arching your back, pulling your arms forward, breathing in to come back up. Gaze up to the sky, breathing out as we go forward. One more, breathing in to come up, chest proud, arms back, and breathing out to go forward. We're going to twist our back a little bit here, warm up our spine. So we're going to take a big breath in as we come up, and as we breathe out, we twist to the right. Stay here for 3 breaths. Looking over your shoulder that little bit more each time you breathe out. Breathing in to come back to centre, arms up high. Breathing out to the left hand side. Looking over your shoulder. Breathing in and out through your nose for 3 breaths. We're going to do that again a little bit faster and just 1 breath on each side. So breathing in to come up to the middle, breathing out to the right, breathing into the middle, breathing out to the left, breathing into the middle and out to the right. 1 more, breathing into the middle, out to the left and back to centre. Alright, let's get up onto all 4s. Do a couple of our cat-cow stretches in the more traditional way. So breathing in and reaching your head up to the sky, your chest is proud and your hips are tilted up to the sky, belly down. Breathing out to do the opposite. Dome your shoulders, tilt that pelvis under. Breathing in to come up and out. continue with those, or you can start doing some hip stretches and hip rolls. So you can keep doing your cat-cows, or you can start moving your hips around, actually stretching into your side, into your wrists, into your hips. Do a few big circles. Now let's go back the other way. Keep breathing in and out as you go. It's whatever your body needs this morning to wake up. And back to all fours. From here we're going to come down onto our belly and do some shoulder stretches. So on our bellies, can we put our right arm out flat to the side, left arm underneath your shoulder, and you're going to push yourself up and you can roll that leg over. If that's too far, just go to stack your legs on top, or you can put your foot over. You should be feeling the stretch in the front of your shoulder here. I'm going to stay here for a few breaths. So breathing in and out. You can rest your head on the ground. One more breath in. And as we breathe out, come back on down. Before we do the other side, we're going to do a few little baby cobra stretches to stretch our shoulder blades and our backs. So hands underneath your shoulders. All we're going to do is lift our chest and squeeze our shoulder blades together. Little baby cobra. And back down. Two more. Breathe in. Baby cobra. Breathe out. Remember to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Last one. And out. We're going to do the shoulder stretch on the other side. So left arm out, right hand underneath your shoulder, and roll yourself over. One more breath in and out here. And come back down. This time we're going to put our hands out wide, in line with our shoulders, but with our elbows up above and on our fingertips. And we're just going to do some little baby push-ups. So breathing in to roll yourself up into full cobra, and breathing out to come down. Breathing in, roll yourself up just as high as you can go. Breathing out. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. Hands back underneath our shoulders. We're going to tuck our toes and we're going to come up to our first downward dog. So hips up to the sky. Arms out straight. We're going for that triangle pose. And since it's your first downward dog of the day, you might want to pedal your legs out, stretch those calves a little bit. So bending one knee at a time. You might want to bend both your knees, stretch those shoulders. A little bit of movement for about 30 seconds or so. And then find stillness in your down dog. Remember, you should be pushing your shoulders back towards your knees. Your hips are high. Every part of your fingers are pressing into the mat. And your feet can either be flat or up or on your toes, whatever is good for you. Two more deep breaths here through your nose. Okay, we're going to take some little baby steps up to meet our hands. So bend your knees, look between your hands, little baby steps to the top of your mat. And while we're here, we're just going to bend forward for a few more breaths in a ragdoll pose, forward fold. You have a nice bend in your knees so your torso is almost flat on your thighs. You could grab onto your elbows to help weigh you down if you like. And you could either stay still, put a little bit of movement into it, stretch those side ribs. Two more breaths in here. And as we breathe in, we're going to roll slowly up one vertebra at a time to standing. Head comes up last. Shoulders down away from your ears. And standing Tadasana. You can stay at the top of your mat. Your Tadasana looks like this. So your shoulders are down away from your ears. Your hands are out flat. Your chest is open. And your pelvis should be tilted under a little bit, like that, to protect your lower back. This is Tadasana or mountain pose. Now that we've warmed up a little bit, we're going to go through our sun salutations. We'll do 2 rounds of your regular sun salutations, and then a little bit of a variation in the next 2 rounds. So come to the top of your mat if you're not already, starting Tadasana. And as we breathe in, we raise our arms up to the sky. Breathing out to forward fold. Breathing in, put your hands to your shins or knees, flat back. Breathing out to come down. Breathing in to step back into your plank. And breathing out to lower yourself down. From here you could do your baby cobra, or up dog. So baby cobra is just here. Cobra here, or up dog with your knees off the mat, and then come on down. Breathing in to tuck your toes under. We're going to bring our hips up high, back to downward dog. 3 full breaths here. On your next breath in, we're going to bend our knees, look between our hands, either little steps, big steps, or a jump to meet your hands. Stay in the forward fold. Breath in to halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back. Breathe out to forward fold. Breathing in to raise our arms all the way to the sky. Breathing out, back through centre and to Tadasana. That's 1 round of sun salutations. So now we'll do it again. Breathing in, arms up, and breathing out as we come down. Breathing in, halfway lift, flat back. Breathing out to come down. Hands on the mat. Breathe in as we step back to our plank. And breathing out as you come down. You can put your knees down first, or stay on your toes as you come down. Breathing in as you come to your cobra or up dog. Breathing out as you go straight down or straight back to downward dog. You're staying in downward dog for 3 full breaths. Hips up high, pushing those shoulders back towards the knees. And on your next inhale, we're going to bend our knees, little steps, or a jump to the top of your mat. Exhale in your forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Big inhale as we lift our arms up to the sky. And exhale back through centre and to Tadasana. That's our regular sun salutations. We are going to have a little variation in the middle of the next 2 rounds. Let's go. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out as we forward fold. Breathing in, halfway lift, flat back. Breathing out, hands down. Breathing in, just your left leg back. And stay in low lunge here. Breathing out as we raise up, cactus arms. Breathing in as we come back down. And breathing out as we go back to our plank. Breathe out as we go down. And breathing in for your back bend. Breathing out to go to back down dog. 3 breaths here. This time, instead of walking or jumping to the top of our mat, we're going to bend our knees, look between our hands, and get this left leg and step it through. And come back up to our high lunge. cactus arms. Back down and step your feet together. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out as we go down. Breathing in, raise all the way to the top. Breathing out, back through center and to Tadasana. One more round of that. This time we're going to use the right leg in that variation. Breathing in as we come up. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, halfway lift, flat back. Breathing out, hands down. Breathing in as we put our right leg back into a low lunge. Breathing out as we lift up into our high lunge. Breathing in as we come back down to plank. And breathing out, lower to the mat. Breathing in for your back bend. And out to downward dog. 3 breaths here. Breathing in as we bend our knees, look between our hands and get our right leg this time. Step it between our hands. If it doesn't make it the whole way there, help it. Breathing out as we come up to our high lunge, cactus arms. Breathing in as we come back down and breathing out as legs together. Breathing in, halfway lift, flat back. Breathing out, back down. Breathing in as we rise all the way up to the sky. Breathing out, back through center and to Tadasana. Take a few breaths here. Either close down your eyes or pick one bit to gaze at. Make sure that your pelvis is tilted under, your chest is open, your shoulders are down. You should be feeling a bit more warmed up now, your breath's going a little bit faster. We're going to do one more balance pose before we start to cool down. So you can either come into the middle of your mat or stay at the top, doesn't matter. We're going to do a tree pose here. A tree pose is exactly what it sounds like. You look like a tree. You can have your foot right down here with your toes still on the mat. You can be on your shin or up above your knee. And your foot should be pressing into your leg. So, first of all, we're going to do it with your weight on your right leg. So bring your weight into your right leg. Your pelvis tilted under. And as you breathe in, bring your foot to the place in your leg that is most comfortable for you. I'm going to start down here for you today. Pick one thing to focus on in front of you that's not moving. And as we breathe in, we're going to raise our arms up and keep them out like branches, or you can bring them together and press your palms into each other. Your bent leg should have the foot pushing into your straight leg. We're going to stay here for 3 full breaths. We're going to challenge ourselves a little bit, so you can either stay here or you can bring that leg across into a figure 4 shape. Bring your hands down to your heart space. And you can either stay here or you can even bend down a little bit, crouch into that standing leg till your armpits are kind of almost on your bent leg. Again, pick one spot to gaze at. 3 full breaths here. Slowly coming back up. Don't put that foot down yet. We're going to bend forward and we're going to kick that leg back behind us into a bit of an aeroplane pose. You can either keep your hands together in prayer at your chest, you put them out to the side or behind to help you balance. It doesn't matter how high your leg goes, it could be more towards the ground. It's more about balance than height. Your hip should be square towards the ground. Make sure this top hip doesn't curl up. And if you get stuck or you need to stop, fix yourself and come back up. Okay, ooh. Let's slowly come down. Okay, we're going to do the other leg to balance ourselves out. Give your legs a little wobble. This time we're going to come in with our left leg as our strength leg, standing leg. So get strong on your left leg and put your right foot wherever it feels most comfortable. Again, you can have it down low or you can have it up a bit higher, but wherever it is, it's pushing into your leg. I'm going to stay down low today. Not every day is the same. Once you've got your balance, take a breath in, arms up. Either stay in tree or bring them together in prayer. Your shoulders should be down away from your ears, no matter where they are. 2 more breaths here. You can stay here or you can challenge yourself by putting that bent leg across your knee. Bringing your hands down to your chest and either staying here in the figure 4 pose or crouching down. And to bring kind of your forearms and your armpits down towards that bent leg. You should feel this in your glutes and in your standing leg. Remember to gaze at just one thing that's not moving. Helps you keep your focus, your drishti. One more breath in here. We'll slowly raise back up. And just to put a little bit more pressure on. You can touch down if you like. And then tilt forward into your aeroplane. So legs out back. You can have your hands together at your chest still, or out to the side or behind for balance. And slowly come on down. Give your legs a little shake out. We're going to do a little cool down before we do savasana on the mat. So coming on down to the mat in a seated position. We're going to slowly roll ourselves down, and we'll do it by going into a boat pose first. So sitting back on the back of your sitting bones, and lift one foot at a time till it's in tabletop. You can keep your hands down or you can bring them up. We'll take a few breaths here. Squeeze your thighs together. Your gaze should be out past your toes. Your core should be engaged. We're going to slowly bring ourselves down to the mat. Whew. Okay. Feet on the mat, knees bent. And do a little stretch, cool down. So grab your right leg first and put the right foot across your left knee, a figure 4 pose. You can stay here, you can reach through and pull it in closer to you for a good hip and groin stretch. As we start to cool down, you might want to close your eyes down as we do these stretches. Or one more big breath in. So breathe out, we're going to lower to the left hand side. Arms out straight and look over your right shoulder. So now you should be getting a back twist. Make sure both shoulders are on the mat. You might want to put your hand on your knee to help bring it down. You might want to straighten that leg out. Whatever's good for you. We're going to come back up to the centre, so legs together, bring them back up to the middle, and squeeze your legs together, give them a great big hug. Feet back down, we're going to do the other side. So grab your left knee, foot and put it across your right knee. reach through, grab your thigh or your shin to pull it in closer to you, that hip and groin stretch. Closing down the eyes. One more breath in. I'm going to tip over to the right hand side this time. Arms out straight, looking over your left shoulder. Again, you can put your hand on your knee, with your leg out straight. You should be feeling the stretch right down your back. One more breath in. We'll come back up to the middle, so legs together, back to the centre. Give yourself a great big hug. I'm doing some little circles up your back on the mat, little back massage. Circles one way, then the other. And a final squeeze in, squeeze everything in together. We let it all go and get comfortable for Shavasana, a rest at the end. You can lay directly on your mat, or you might want to get something to help you be a bit more comfortable. I like to put a bolster or a pillow under my knees, so I get a bit of a sore back. So you put something like that underneath. You can grab an eye pillow or a towel to put over your eyes to help you calm your mind down. Whatever's comfortable for you. Take the next 30 seconds or so to get all the wriggles out. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. You might have your arms with your hands on your body, your arms out to your side. Slowly roll your head from side to side, loosening up that neck until you find a comfortable place in the middle, neutral spine. We're going to spend a few minutes here slowing down our breath and taking a bit of an audit of our body, seeing how our body feels now. It should feel wide awake, nice and warm. It should feel nice and stretched out through every part of our body. We'll start scanning from our toes, our feet. Should be nice and relaxed, no tension. Softly on the mat. Feeling into your calves and your shins. Should be nice and relaxed. Your knees and your thighs should be soft on the mat or in a pillow or bolster. Glutes and your hips should be open and soft, sinking into the mat. Your back should feel supported by the mat, or your ribs down flat. No tension. Shoulders and your arms should feel nice and soft and heavy on the mat or on the floor. The fingers and the palms are open, just hanging there. The only thing you should feel moving is your chest with your breath. Rising up high as you breathe in. And sinking down as you breathe out. And the neck and your skull should feel supported by the mat, nice and soft. Face muscles and your jaw should be nice and soft. Mouth slightly open. Your next breath in, we're going to start to slowly bring some energy back into our fingertips and our toes. So breathe in, start to give them a little bit of you might start to circle your wrists. Start to deepen your breath in here as we're waking our bodies back up. And clasp your hands together, do a big full body stretch, arms up high, legs out. You might want to bring your arms across your chest to give yourself a big hug. As you breathe in, slowly bring your knees up to your chest. Give them a big hug too. And slowly bring yourself down onto one side, any side. Curled up into that fetal position for just a few more breaths. On your next breath in, I want you to slowly, with your eyes closed, bring yourself back up to a seated position. Whatever's comfortable for you, try to keep those eyes closed. Sit up nice and tall, your hands could be in your lap or on your knees. Neck and a head round in big circles. Circles one way, then the other. On your next breath in, I want you to raise your arms up high to the sky, palms together, and breathe out as we bring them down to our heart space. And this is where we say thank you. Thank you to ourselves for taking the time to stretch and warm up our bodies this morning, bring a bit of energy into ourselves before we start the day. And in yoga we say thank you by saying namaste, which means I see the light in you. So thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste.